Why are you spoiled? Why are you spoiled? Why is that one of my most favorite questions? Why are you spoiled? Well, we're going to do a little throwback here. When I first started my channel, almost 4 years ago, I was talking about what love feels like. What does it feel like? And I would sit on the floor right here in front of my couch, have a different couch and different paintings, and I would tell you to ask yourself, why are you spoiled? Well, I thought about this today, and it's because it's kind of self-love. If you're being spoiled, you feel good about yourself. If you're being spoiled, things are going well in your life. If you are being spoiled, people are treating you with respect. They are hearing you, seeing you, validating you. There's no hot and cold. It just is. So I thought today we'd go back to the couch and the floor and the way the camera used to be, kind of, sort of, because I don't have that iPad anymore. I have a different one, and I have a different case for it than what the other one was. But this is where I started. And everybody is on their own journey, and they need to start somewhere in their life. And when you want to start changing your life for the better, try simple things. Like, why are you spoiled? Because spoiled makes you feel absolutely, positively amazing. And I know there's going to be people out there that go, oh, the spoiled, rotten child. Oh, spoiled fruit, spoiled vegetables, spoiled such an awful thing. But that's not true. Spoiled is the closest thing you're going to feel to love. If your specific person brings you flowers and you didn't manifest them, it's going to make you feel loved. But what does the word love actually mean to you? Does it mean that you are beyond blessed? What does love you mean? Like, seriously, what does it mean? Swans mate for life. That's what they say. They mate for life. If the one dies, the other one's going to die of a broken heart. It's what the story is. But that's not just swans. Wolves do the same thing. They mate for life. Penguins will spend forever finding a little pebble to lay at a penguin's feet to ask that penguin to be their partner. But we're all in such a rush to get into a relationship that we miss red flags. We miss toxic behavior. We miss things that we don't like. And then we think, oh, it has to be this person, and I'm going to change everything about this person. Well, what if you changed about you to being spoiled? What if you changed the way you saw yourself as somebody who is given everything, who is given the best feelings, the best presents, the best houses, the best cars, the best friends, the best boyfriends, the best family? If you are feeling spoiled, your life drastically changes for the better. I am not fond of the word love you. And that has a very different feel to me than the word adore. So you have to find a word that makes you feel like the world is your oyster. And when you do that, life drastically changes for the better. Let's figure out how we're going to do that, though. But first, this is Susie, your beautiful Swan Queen. Welcome back to the garden, my beautiful duckling. Thank you for subscribing, smashing the like button, sharing my video. I love you. I am the best life coach with a 99.6% success rate in helping people get together with the love of their life. If you want to work with me one-on-one, join my paid Facebook group, Upscale Your Money, buy t-shirts from my daughter and her bestie. I also do subs. If you guys want subs, the links are in the description below. But I'm going to check this 99.6% success rate. This is actually getting into a relationship with your specific person. It is actually physically getting into a relationship with your specific person. And I've actually done that with every single one of my clients. I have gotten them back together with their person, but then they went down this road of, I got them, I don't have to do the work anymore. Relationships always require work. So then when they lost the person, it wasn't my fault. And I was actually talking to my daughter about it. She goes, Mom, you got to stop blaming yourself when you get somebody back together and it doesn't work out. You did your job. I got them back together. I give you tools on how to stay together. But the first sign of a problem, you go look to fix the problem. It's not going to solve it. But what if you just had one phrase that you can turn into a statement or a question or keep as a phrase that is going to drastically change your life for the better? Spoiled. Spoiled is one word. And yes, it has a positive and it has a negative to it. For those of you who don't like spoiled, please skip this video because I see spoiled as a good thing. And my ex-husband used to tell me I was spoiled rotten because I always get what I want. I didn't see it that way. I saw it as I wanted something, I deserved it, I was worthy of it, and there was no reason in this world why I could not have that. My very first iPhone, I got because I'm spoiled rotten. My very first Camaro, I got because I'm spoiled rotten. My third Camaro, because I'm spoiled rotten. My daughters get told, you're acting like your mother, and she's just rotten. So he dropped the spoiled. But why do I like spoiled? The word love is made up. It is absolutely positively made up word around the 11th, 12th century. Instead of saying things to our partner about what we liked about them, how they made us feel, we got this new word called love. Well, love no longer has a definition. Define love. And people will go, I just love him. Why do you love him? Well, I just do. No, seriously, why do you love him? You're wanting to change this person, then why do you love this person? You're wanting to be in their life, but you don't like XYZ about them. They play video games. They hang out with their friends. They go to spend too much time with their cars, and they are in the Mustang or Camaro or Jeep group, and they're women, we're always on social media and we're talking to our friends and we have these girl chats and they want to go out for girls' nights. But we can't do that as a guy. We're not allowed. There's these things. And then there's other toxic behaviors, red flags, things that people want to change about their specific person. But if your person was spoiling you, you wouldn't need to change anything. There is a couple that I know, and the guy is not nice to anybody except her. Literally, he's not nice to anyone but her. We all know it. He literally spoils this woman rotten. She gets everything she wants. The rest of the world he's mean to. When he goes into public, he's mean to the people at the register. He's mean in restaurants. He is mean in gas stations. It doesn't matter if he goes shopping. You don't want to be behind this guy in line because I guarantee you he's going to yell at the person behind the counter because they didn't do their job properly. If he were to go to the tire shop, they're going to take too long and he's going to yell at him. Well, you said my appointment was at 10. Why is my car not on the rack? She doesn't need to change anything about him because he spoils her. See where I'm going? You have to find a word or description, that phrase, a descriptive phrase that gives you that feeling that the world is your oyster. So I love the word adore. He adores me. You're adorable. Like, I just love it. I've always loved the word adore and adorable. It was something that my biological father used to say to me. You're adorable. I adore you. You're adorable. I don't know if he said it to other people, but I know he said it to me. And it made me feel special because he didn't tell the guys. He just told me. So when you think about words that people say to you, your first love, if you're a girl, is typically your father. Your first love, if you're a boy, is typically your mother. And we typically marry our parents. In both cases, my biological father, my stepfather, my mother's second husband, which would be a stepfather, they were both, all three were toxic in ways. Some worse than others, but definitely toxic. And I didn't endure 2 out of 3, but one I did. I looked up to him. I thought he was just like bigger than life. And he truly was bigger than life. But when I got married, I married toxic. So when I got out of toxic, I had to find a way to have a healthy relationship. So this is the number one thing I did when I got out of those, was God, show me what a healthy relationship looks like. Show me what a healthy relation looks like. Show me. And I met the 2 guys that I dated for a very long time. And they showed me healthy aspects of a relationship. One made me laugh. One was more serious. I need somebody who does both. Makes me laugh and can be serious. So yeah, he has to make me laugh, but he also has to be serious. He ain't serious but laugh. Because I have a warped sense of humor, and I like to bring that out once in a while. It's kind of like my curly hair. Some days it's better than others. But when you are focusing on a word to describe the way people treat you, if you need to, go to Google and type in another word for spoiled and see what comes up. And then when you get that word that comes in from Google and you see what comes up, ask yourself, why are you that? So if you want to be treated like royalty, why does everybody treat you like a queen? Why does everybody treat you like a princess? When I was little, I loved the word duchess. I even named one of my dogs Duchess. It just sounded so regal to me. Like anybody could be a queen, but it took somebody special to be a duchess. And then it turns out the Duke and Duchess usually become the king or queen. But Duchess, it just was so, and I loved it. So if people treated me like royalty, I could be a duchess. Or, you could tap into your inner Cleopatra and you could be a pharaoh. You can be a princess. A lot of people run around and go, I want to be a princess. I got kind of a Disney princess with the Swan Queen. And I am the beautiful Swan Queen who drastically changes your life for the better. And the more I focus on all of the good that I can bring into your life, the more I focus on simple little methods, because most people discount the simple little methods. You want to do a witch's spell, and you want to put, or a supernatural spell, and you want to put salt across the door. In supernatural, they spread salt. They make salt circles. But if you don't clean the doorway before you spread salt, nothing can cross the salt. We learned that in supernatural, so nothing can cross the salt. So if you have toxic inside and you put salt down, toxic stays inside the house. If you put salt on the outside, it's going to keep evil or toxic from coming in, but you didn't clean your area first. So we blindly grab these names off of phrases, and names, literally. 3P, third parties, SP, specific person, SP, special person, POI, person of interest. I said we should change these to, like ARM, an arm. What is an arm? It's an amazing romantic marriage. IRM, incredible romantic marriage. We don't do cute little nicknames or initials like that because that just doesn't sell. That doesn't make people want to pay attention to you. But every time you're in a group and somebody goes, what's SP? What's a 3P? And then we all have to explain it. Well, why are you calling them that? I still think 3P, the bar on Charmed. Third party, let's give her a cute little nickname so she stays. Oh, the third party doesn't leave. If you're spoiled, the third party would automatically leave because the universe would bring something else to take her away or him from the love of your life. If you are spoiled, you're getting free coffee, you're getting the best parking spots, you're getting cut ahead in line. You go to a restaurant and they say it's going to be a 2-hour wait and they accidentally call you next because they punched in the wrong thing, and you show up with your little buzzer going off and they say, crap. They're going to have to go seat you because your buzzer was going off. See where I'm going? You go to the car lot. You want to get your favorite car. You want to buy your dream car. You just want to go get your car detailed. Oh, boom, you get right in there and you're in and out in no time flat. And it was really easy. So spoiled brings that all into you. Now, if you're in a relationship and happily married isn't the phrase you want to use right now, because a lot of people are doing this. He's doing this, he does this really great, but he does this really bad, and then he did this really great thing, and then he did this other bad thing. Like, it's just up and down and hot and cold with him. And I'm like, well, what are you saying? I'm happily married. I'm happily married. Why am I happily married? Oh, I have the most wonderful marriage. My husband is amazing. Well, you're saying you're happily married, so the chaos, the bad stuff that he's doing, you're cementing, and then you're also cementing that he's doing good stuff because you're saying, oh, he's so hot and cold. He's hot and cold, but I'm happily married. Perfect. We have the perfect marriage. He's cheating on you. She's cheating on you. You just deem that as perfect. So you have to find a word that fits you. Don't just go on social media, because I've seen this in a group. I have been saying I'm a happy wife. And I said, what defines happy wife to you? Oh, it was just a phrase I saw and thought I would try it. And then it's like, well, it's not a phrase. And somebody else is like, it's a state. You have to be in the state of happily married. Or, oh, wait, no, it's a happy wife. It used to be loving husband, loving wife, happy married. But it became happy wife. Now it's a happy loving wife, happy loving husband. What is a happy loving husband to you? What is a happy loving wife to you? And then there's this debate I got in with somebody who teaches different than I do. He thinks everything is thoughts that goes on inside your brain. That is not spoken out loud. I want to know where that original thought, that original thing that said, oh, it would be really cool to be married to this person came from. Because what happens next is your thinking kicks in. And your thinking comes from your habits. And your habits create your reality. So in order to change your reality, you have to change your thinking. So it pops into your head, oh, I want to marry this person. You're thinking, why is this a good idea? Why can we have an incredibly romantic marriage? Why can we have a fun marriage? Why can we be each other's peace? That's changing what's inside. What you speak about has to match what's inside. Because if your thought, your thinking, and your spoken words don't line up, you're getting hot and cold. And if your description is including the cold, then you're saying, oh, he's not a nice person, but he's a nice person. He's not a nice person, but he is a nice person. He's not, but he is. He's not, but he is. It's like you're not getting better, but you're not getting worse. Like, that's what my daughter and her bestie were saying when I had COVID. Long-term COVID pneumonia. It was nasty. You're not getting worse, but you're not getting better. You're not getting better, but you're not getting worse. It was the worst thing in the world. Think about your words. You have this thought. It doesn't matter what the thought is. I want to be a millionaire. I want to drive a Camaro. I want to have a house at 123 Main Street. I want to be married to Jason Momoa. Where did that initial thought come from? It's the one consciousness. It is the spiritual realm. And then that thought hits your reticular activating system and your thinking kicks in. That's why a lot of coaches say, change your thinking. Or your crappy thinking is what's causing your reality. I can talk to somebody and I can listen to them and I can tell you what their problems are. I can sit in a restaurant and I can watch a couple sitting across from me and I can tell you exactly what their problems are by what they're saying. And I can tell you if the relationship's going to last. Both of them are sitting here doing this. That means they're not into each other. Oh, let's play on the phone. I'm like, here, we're going to use my remote. We'll just play on the phone. We'll just be texting. And then somebody goes, hey. Oh, yeah, I'm out to dinner with the husband. Susie's like, why did you even answer that call? Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. We can still chat. What's going on? Oh, really? He did that? Oh, my gosh. You're not into your husband, and then you're going to your girlfriend. Oh, I have problems. He doesn't listen to me. We don't really do anything together. Why would he want to take you out to eat if you're like, hey, girl? So when you go to the basics, the very basics of manifesting, and y'all want self-love and self-concept, self-love and self-concept is the way you see yourself, but has nothing to do with the outside world. Absolutely zero to do with the outside world. It has nothing to do with the mirror. It's being okay with what you are right now. What your thoughts are, your body looks like, your hair looks like, your fingernails look like, your stomach. Like women who have children, we have a tendency to have saggy tops because they stretch out and then they shrink back in after childbirth. We sometimes have stretch marks. We have fupas. But guys aren't perfect either. They have stretch marks and fupas, and they have, man up there. Nobody's perfect. If we were, we wouldn't be going to plastic surgeons to we need to shave just a little bit off of this nose, and I got to tighten this jaw a little bit. Let's sculpt the cheeks a little bit more. Let's pull the face back like this. Okay, we're going to pull the face back like this. Now I look perfect, right? Self-love is accepting yourself for who you are. And if you choose to change it, it's because you love yourself too much. Or you are too hard on yourself, because we are also our worst judge. We judge ourselves, and then we think, oh my God, the love of my life isn't going to love me because I have a little bit of a fupa. I got to go get false eyelashes. That'll distract from the fupa. And if I go get false eyelashes, he won't notice that they're false either. And then I'm going to have to figure out how to maintain them. Like, oh, I need to go to bed and get up an hour before he does so I can get dressed, do my hair and makeup so he never sees me without makeup. Is that really going to last for a lifetime? Are you actually going to do that for 50 years? Look at my curly hair. Like, there's going to be days when he's going to get up and look, my hair is like, it's a little bit over there. It's a little flat here. We'll just tuck this behind the ear. He won't notice that flat. Oh, maybe we should just do this then. We'll just rake it this way, and then he won't notice the flat. Oh, no, I'm not perfect. I'm just a little bit of a... We judge ourselves and the words we use to talk to ourselves. That's what true self-love is. You know what? I have wild, crazy hair. And I thought, I'm going to go back to a blowout. My daughter said, why? And I'm like, well, it's a little wild and crazy. She goes, Mom, it fits your personality perfectly. I'm like, I know, but, my hair used to be, and then it didn't. And she's like, you know what? When you go through a breakup, you do something with your hair. When you go through a trauma, you do something with your hair. When you heal, you do something differently with your hair. For me, I know I'm healed when I'm starting to go back blonder. When I start asking for blonde, oh my gosh, I found white streaks after the COVID mess. And I was devastated. I found white streaks. And when my daughter said to me, she goes, you know what, Mom, that's good because that means it's going to go white. And then she was changing my hair color a little bit because I'm like, look, see my part. Oh my gosh, my part's so thick, and there's this piece here. Oh my gosh, my part. Like, oh, that's much better. Oh, but it's so thick, so we got to do this. Yeah, that way you can't see scalp because we don't want a hard part. Like, this is what we do to ourselves. But if we're spoiled, we feel better about ourselves because the outside world is reflecting what we do. That's what manifesting says. Everybody is you pushed out. Well, if I'm adored, then everybody's adoring me. If I'm loved, everybody's loving me. If people are treating me nicely, then I'm nice on the inside. Everybody's treating me nicely on the outside. That's not really how it works, though, does it? Because so many of us are like, like, the universe just hates me. God forgot about me. It literally does. But what we have to do is focus on the good. The more we can focus on good things happening, that we got to break through. We got to win. Life is slowly getting better. Oh my gosh, the good stuff is trickling in. Like I noticed it yesterday. I had a good thing. Today I had a good thing. And oh my gosh, then you know what? Nope, it went crazy this morning again. Yeah, it went crazy waiting on some news. There's always going to be something bad that happens in life. Somebody's going to get sick. Somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to pass away. Somebody's going to lose a job. Somebody's going to lose their home, their car, their friends, their family. There's always can be something bad. But we always say this is rock bottom. Rock bottom has a basement. And then rock bottom's basement has a sub-basement. And then rock bottom's sub-basement has another basement. Like rock bottom's basements go to infinity and beyond. But nobody talks about good. Good things just keep happening for me. Every day in every way, my life is getting better and better. It's a great phrase. Every day in every way, my life is getting better and better. And then chaos hit this morning and you were like, oh my gosh. But if every day you're getting more and more spoiled, if every day life is more and more fun, words matter. If you're having fun, you wouldn't be stressed out about money. You wouldn't be stressed out about a place to live. You wouldn't be stressed out about your car. You wouldn't be stressed out about your job. You wouldn't be stressed about family or friends. You wouldn't be stressing about your coworkers. You definitely would not be stressing about your specific person. If you used spoiled, and every day in every way, my life is getting more and more fun. Let's think about fun. Oh, let's go back to this COVID and the white streaks. So I said to my daughter when she was doing my hair, are there a lot of white in my hair? She goes, no, the grays aren't that bad. I said, wait a second, it's gray? Oh my God, what do you mean it's gray? I thought it was white. She goes, it is white, Mom, calm down. Like I'm waiting for it to go white. So the word white for me means I get to be a natural platinum blonde. Think about it. I get to be a natural platinum blonde for a change. The more white streaks I get, the better. So I'm like, oh, can we start transitioning it? I'm excited about this. So being spoiled, she said, well, we're just going to have to see what it does. So we used a little bit of bleach on the ends, and she used a different toner, and we got this. We went a little bit lighter on the purple on the top. Kind of liked the purple. But see, look, when you pull your hair, it does weird things. Like, it does weird things, guys. And life is like your hair. Some days you have a great hair day and some days you don't. But the more you choose your words wisely, why am I spoiled? Why is my life getting better and better every day? Every day in every way, my life is getting more and more fun. Powerful words. Fun has no negative association with it. Yes has no negative association with it. Win has no negative association with it. So you want to walk around and say every day in every way my life is getting another win. I'm winning every day in every way. I'm winning. You could do that. Every day in every way my life is getting more fun. You can do that. Every day in every way. Yes. Guess what? Because what are we really saying yes to? I ask you guys this all the time, and this is like my number one thing on coachings. What are you really saying yes to? Hot, cold. Happily married means hot and cold. That's what it means. Yes, I have to change everything about my specific person, but I love them. What are you saying yes to? Are you saying yes to the universe spoiling you? Are you saying yes to the world being nice to you? Are you saying yes, your life is fun? Or are you going over here, different day, same crap. I don't want to go to work today. I don't want to adult today. I literally had a day Saturday. I was laying in bed and I sent out a snap. And I said, I don't want to adult today. I don't. It's been 2 very long weeks in my family. And then we got hit with something today. And I don't want to adult. That's also very normal. But the more you focus on the chaos, the more you focus on what they're doing wrong, the more they're going to give that behavior to you. Think about an animal. You're training a dog, and you want the dog to live in the house with you. You have to potty train them. You have to train them not to chew on all of your shoes, your furniture. If you have a working dog, like a German Shepherd in the house gets bored, they're going to chew. So you got to have plenty of toys for them to play with. A little dog, if it's a male, oh, there goes your couch cushion, and then he jumps up on the couch and all over my swan pillow. You have to break them of that. So their habit is they used to go potty anywhere when they were first born. They just go wherever they wanted. Squat, gone. But now they're growing up and they have to learn a new habit. And that habit is to go outside. So we start with the box that they were born in, because it's a kennel. It's when my stepfather was breeding Dobes. We literally had like a box. It was like this tall, and it was like a big crib for the puppies. They had plenty of room to run in. It was probably 8 feet long and 4 or 5 feet wide. It was huge. They would just go everywhere, all over the paper. And then we would take them to their new owners, would come and purchase them, and off they would go to their new owners, and their new owners would have to paper train them. And then they'd have to potty train them to go outside. Today we have little dogs and we litter box train them. I had one that was accidentally litter box trained. When we would leave overnight, I would still always have somebody come check on my animals in the morning before, like, I would leave at 5 o'clock. I'd make sure there's food, there's water, that they were fine. Somebody would come over later that evening to take the dog out the next morning. I would have somebody come check on them. Like, I still did that. But it turned out the dog would go in the litter box when it was too long of a stretch. The cats taught her to go in the litter box. So one time we went away, and the person who was supposed to be watching my dog had an emergency, didn't get to check on the dog. We come home, there's nothing. And this is how we found out she went in the litter box. We went in to clean the litter box, and there was dog poop in there, not just cat poop. You have to train yourself, just like you train an animal, to the new habit. The habits that you do every day. You get out of bed on the right side of the bed and you say, oh, today's going to be a lousy day. Get out of bed on the left side of the bed and say, today is going to be a great day. Today is going to be a great day. You're stuck in chaos. Nothing's going right. Today, the universe is going to deliver good to me. I received good today. A miracle of good happened to me today. A money miracle happened to me today. A job miracle happened to me today. A life-changing event happened to me today. Whatever you want, just start seeing that these things are happening, that they're spoiling you, they're being nice to you, that you are beyond blessed, and watch your life drastically change. And when you're stuck, excuse me, I had fettuccine for breakfast. Yes. When you are stuck, say why and answer it. When you can get to a point where you can answer your questions with automatic responses that are good, then you no longer have to answer them. But if I ask you, why are you spoiled? And you look at me and you don't have an instant answer, you got to start with, because Susie said so. Because I'm a Susie success story. Because somebody bought me free coffee. Somebody gave me a coffee. Like, I don't believe coffee is free. I believe it is a gift. I get lots of gifts of coffee. And when I receive something, it's a gift. It's not free. It's a gift. Has a whole different energy from free to a gift. Think about it. If something is free, it's free to you, but somebody else had to give it to you. And if somebody else gave it to you and you consider it a gift, other people are more apt to do things for you. So that's part of being spoiled. You want a free cup of coffee. Somebody gifted me a cup of coffee. I got another gift of a cup of coffee. I got another gift of a cup of coffee. And then I got 150 pods of coffee. And then I got 675. And then I got 90. And then I got, I drink a lot of coffee. And then I got 90. And then I got 50. And then I got something else. Like, people give me coffee because I used to be the queen of not having coffee in the house. Now I have, for my espresso machine, I have tiramisu, which is a coffee. I have peppermint bark, which I'm not quite sure is a coffee. And then I have coffee. But I don't have Dunkin' Donuts. I have Donut House because somebody gifted me Donut House. And I love coffee, so I accepted the gift. But a word, if you don't like spoiled, people are always gifting me nice things. People are always gifting me nice things. Because that's going to change the way your life actually is. Think about words. If you don't like spoiled, again, go on Google. Find a different word. Spoiled is people are being nice to you. They are giving you things, so they're gifting you stuff. And if they're gifting you, it makes you feel good. If you're not enjoying life, then you have to find a way to have fun. Because if you are winning at the game of life, you're having fun. When I was growing up, it was the one with the most toys at the end wins. And if you had a lot of toys, then you had a good life. So you had cars, you had boats, you had motorcycles, you had mini bikes. We had skis. They didn't have jet skis at the time. We had inner tubes to float on. Like, there was so much stuff that we could do when we went to the lake because there were a lot of toys. And I'm not talking Barbies and, doll houses and Peppa Pigs. I'm not talking those toys. I'm talking adult toys, motorcycles, boats, jet skis, all of these things. If you go bowling, you have multiple bowling balls. I have a friend who has like 5 bowling balls, just different bowling balls. And literally, depending upon the way she feels, depends upon which balls she has to play with today. I was helping her clean out her trunk one day, and I'm like, why do you have 5 bowling ball bags in here? She said, because I have 5 balls. I'm like, really? She said, yes. Some of them have deeper holes drilled into them for when she has her acrylic nails on. Shorter holes do not go well with acrylic. So she told me I could bowl. I just can't do the really long nails. I'd have to do shorter ones. So when you think about different drill holes, different weights, different, one word is all it takes to drastically change your life for the better. This year, I'm going between spoiled and fun. Spoiled and fun. And I was really thinking about what words people would use if they didn't like spoiled. Fun life. You are, a princess, a duchess, a queen, a king, a duke, an earl, a knight, a lord, a lady. What do you want to be? If you want to be like Princess Diana and the world was her oyster, Lady Diana Spencer, she became Princess Diana. You want to be, you have to find a way to describe. Self-love is all about the way you see yourself, not the way the world sees you. It's not about standing in front of a mirror saying, I love you, 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 I love you. It's about being comfortable with who you are at this point in your life. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to accept. And then from the acceptance, you can debate and decide on whether or not you need to change something. Because I'm going to tell you, If you are in a relationship with a specific person and that person keeps coming back, they love you. You're not the problem. The relationship story is the problem. The way you're talking about them. And we can get into that one next time. I love you guys. You have an absolutely positively amazing day. And if you've gotten this far in the video, leave me a comment and let me know how I am drastically changing your life for the better. And we are so excited because Jason made that post. His friend Travis got his donor and is cured. If you want to be the match, you want to help out, bethematch.org. The link is in the description. You can Google it and it will take you to their regular site. Don't just blindly trust. Have an absolutely positively amazing day, my beautiful duckling.